Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on a staggering reality, the hidden, honestly suspenseful world of the infrastructure that keeps our modern society alive. We're surrounded by technology every single minute, yet we rarely stop to think about the massive networks operating just beneath the surface. Let's dive right in.
Part 1. When everything stops working. The collapse of modern life.
Let's set the stage with a terrifying what-if scenario that could disrupt everything you do. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning. You reach for your phone. No internet. You jump in the car. No GPS. You try to buy a coffee, but the card networks are completely dead. At first, it just feels like a minor glitch, maybe a small annoyance. But as the hours tick by, that confusion escalates into absolute paralysis. Commuters are stranded, traffic grids are totally locked, and ATMs go completely dark.
The timeline of this failure is terrifyingly rapid. First goes the connectivity, then the financial transactions. Within mere hours, the entire fabric of modern life just begins to unravel. And honestly, the most chilling part of all this, it isn't because of some apocalyptic event or the end of the world. It happens simply because our vital underlying systems just stopped talking to each other.
Part 2. The invisible world around you, the complexity behind the screen.
Every single day, you interact with these invisible systems without even noticing them. There's this massive gap between what we see and what's actually happening. You experience a perfectly frictionless routine, right? Shutting off an alarm, tapping a screen, grabbing that morning latte. But that one simple tap instantly triggers a wild cascade of software execution. We're talking bouncing signals to orbiting satellites, routing through massive global data centers, and verifying across international banking networks in absolute milliseconds.
It really boils down to this quote. None of this feels complicated because it works so well. Behind all that everyday simplicity lies literally one of the most complex, colossal systems humanity has ever engineered. We are shielded from the absolute chaos by sheer brilliance.
Part 3. The dangerous domino effect, humanity's giant connected chain.
Now, what's really interesting about this is that our modern infrastructure isn't made up of independent, standalone systems. It is, in fact, one giant interconnected chain. Electricity breathes life into the global internet. That internet connectivity is the lifeblood of the global banking sector. Banking then allows commercial businesses to actually function, which ultimately keeps physical supply chains like cargo ships and grocery trucks moving. Every single link relies entirely on the others.
So if you remove just one link from this chain, the entire world slows down. Lose power, you lose the internet. Lose the internet, the supply chains completely freeze. A tiny, localized technical glitch can cascade across this entire global network, disrupting millions of lives in a matter of minutes.
Part 4. The hidden human workforce, the unseen defenders.
Let's move down to the micro level for a second. This fragile balance requires an ongoing, silent war, fought by people you never see. You've got engineers fighting in the freezing, deafening aisles of server rooms. You have technicians literally braving rough oceans to repair physical fiber-optic undersea cables. Cybersecurity teams are locked in constant combat, stopping digital attacks every single second, all while grid operators are balancing massive power loads in real time, just so your lights never flicker.
As the quote goes, they don't appear on news headlines, but without them, everything would stop. These really are the unsung heroes of the modern age. While you sleep, this invisible army is constantly at war. Without their constant vigilance and global night shifts, everything would simply grind to a halt.
Part 5. AI, a double-edged sword. The ultimate protector versus the attacker. Today, we absolutely have to look at how artificial intelligence is completely rewriting the rules of this invisible landscape. On one hand, AI is our greatest protector. It detects financial fraud in real time, predicts grid failures before they happen, and throws up massive digital shields. But on that exact same battlefield, AI is being weaponized. Attackers are using it to generate hyper-realistic phishing campaigns, clone human voices to bypass security, and synthesize fake identities at a terrifyingly unprecedented scale.
This creates a really terrifying paradox. The exact same technology built to predict failures and protect our networks is simultaneously being used to break them. For our unseen defenders, the ultimate shield has suddenly become the ultimate new threat to our infrastructure.
Part 6. The final truth. The fragility of connection.
As we zoom back out, the final truth about our modern existence becomes incredibly clear. Millions,
That is the number you need to remember. The modern world doesn't run on just one giant computer or some centralized mainframe. It relies on millions of invisible, decentralized systems constantly working together, syncing and communicating every single second of the day, just so you can live your life completely uninterrupted.
So the crucial point here is this profound reality. The less you notice the system, the better it's actually working. Invisibility is literally the ultimate marker of success. But there's a catch. The more connected we are, the more fragile we become. Our hyperconnection, the very thing that makes modern life feel like absolute magic, is also our greatest vulnerability.
I want to leave you with this final thought. Tomorrow morning, when you effortlessly tap your phone to buy your coffee or stream a video, ask yourself, do you truly understand the fragile, hidden world holding it all together? Thanks for joining me on this deep dive. Keep questioning the world around you, and I'll see you in the next explainer.